I don't know where to start, so I'm just going to start. First thing first, I want to put out there that there is nothing ordinary about you or me or just about anything in this world. Since I can, not since I can remember, but for a very long time, I have worked under the name No Ordinary Moment. I think it was inspired from my dad, who used to tell me, especially as a teen, when I would complain about being bored with this or that or anything along those lines, where he would say, if you're bored, it's a you thing, not a world thing. The world is not boring. People are not boring. It's something in you that has you engaging or not engaging, and that's what is boring. And since then, I've always had an eye for detail, an eye for noticing what is unusual, what is special, what is unique. And it has changed my life. It's second nature to me now. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm going to be pointing out details that I see. And my camera roll is filled with details. And when I paint, I work with details. I especially love texture and color. And sometimes I get more lost in those details than I do in what I am painting in terms of if it's an abstract or something representational, because I am so enamored with what is there in the minutia and in the interaction between the two. I wanted to be here on YouTube as much for myself as anything else. As I get older, which feels funny to say, but as I get older, I can feel the impulse to let the world get smaller and for myself. And I don't want to allow that. I don't want to allow myself to begin to shrink down the level of things that I'm willing to do, the way how I am willing to interact with the world, whether or not I'm willing to be vulnerable or feel cringy or feel invitational, saying that right? Invitational. If I'm inviting you to be a part of my life and what we have to talk about, me with you and you with me, um, my art, my conversations, what it is I want to build with my life. Lives are precious. Each moment, while ordinary in one sense, are actually never ordinary. It only takes a slight twist of what's happening in life for us to get really clear on that, whether it be a pandemic in 2020, where all of a sudden we can no longer be in crowds together and we are sheltered at home, and we discover other kinds of things that were super important about ourselves and each other. Some turned out to be incredible, incredible gifts to our culture, and some became problems. And so we still have more opportunities to take each step and go, okay, what is there for us in this relationship, in this experience, in this creativity, in our lives and who we are? What is there that is not ordinary that we can magnify, that we can share, that we can celebrate together? And so for me, part of that is not being small. The thing I want to see from my friends and family is see them shine, is see them be the full expression of who they are. And if I want to see that in them, I have to be willing to step into that possibility for myself as well. If I believe there is no ordinary person, then I have to also believe that I am no ordinary person, that I have something special, something unique that I can bring to you and to my life and to the people in my world. And so, what that requires is me showing up and me being willing to experiment, to have the conversations, to try things that are new and uncomfortable and vulnerable, and say, okay, how does this work? Maybe things won't work all the time, but that's okay too, because I'll learn more about myself and probably more about the people that I'm engaging with. And that's always a win. So I just wanted to say, if there's nothing ordinary about me, same is true for you. There's nothing ordinary about you. I've watched several videos over the last couple weeks of people who are YouTube presenters, or it's a funny term, right? Presenter. Anyway, who are YouTube on YouTube sharing their lives, sharing themselves, what they know, what they're thinking about. And the thing that I keep hearing is just show up. Just be you, be here, and there's something of value in that. And I know I believe that for other people. So I am going to choose actively to believe that for myself and to do the work to find out what it is that I have to share and that will be of value to you and to me. Because I know that when we show up for each other, there is something magic that happens. There's something uh, for lack of a better word, almost spiritual, transcendent that occurs when we interact together, when we do these things and we step out in the fullness of our humanity, in the fullness of our creativity, whether it be in art or spoken word or music or just in how we love each other. So I wanted to come, I wanted to be a example and invitation not only to myself, but to you to be here and join in this conversation. And let's see what can happen. Let's see where we can go and what we can create. I am an artist. I am online at my website, noordinarymoment.com, and I am on Instagram at noordinarymoment, and I will be here. So I hope you'll join me. I would love for you to leave a comment. Let me know who you are. Are you already on YouTube? Are you creating? I would love to know. Please share your channel. Or are you on Instagram? I'd love to know. Please share that as well. And let's have conversations. Let's create a community and celebrate together that you are not ordinary, I am not ordinary, and there is so much for us to delight and celebrate and cherish. So I hope that you made it through to the end. If so, yay. And I hope you will join me. Subscribe, leave a comment. It would mean the world to me to create this conversation. Creativity can be difficult because we put ourselves out there and sometimes it feels like a black hole. And that's not to slow us down. We still do it. And we may never know all the different ways or people that we impact and encourage. So that's okay. I'm going to just keep pushing into that space, but I would love to hear from you. And that's it for this one. I will be back very soon. And if you have any ideas, I'm probably not going to do tutorials per se. I might do some sharing of my process. But right now, my idea here is to share in the delight that it is to be here together as humans, as creatives, as ordinary people who are just not. Thanks for being here.